Hello, what's up YouTube? It's Jay the Trading Card Expert, here to do a quick deck profile for my new and improved Blackwing Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Right here is the main synchros for the Blackwings, and we'll actually get to the extra deck in a second. Right now, we're going to go through the main deck, let you guys see what I got. Now this build is fairly new, like I just built it and I wanted to see how it played. Tomorrow maybe I'll play test a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the deck. We'll start with monsters. First, let's start with all the fun Blackwing one-ofs. Now, Vayu really isn't a staple one-of, but you have the Zephyros, Gale, Kalute, and those are all the pretty much the these are limited, so you only can play one. So you want to do that, and then Sephiroth limits himself, and then I just play with one of each of these, just because they're good with each other. And Sirocco's decent card with Bora and stuff with the piercing damage. Next you have the three ofs, of course. Of course, have to have the three Shoras, because those cards are too good in Blackwings. And then the three Boras. And then last, probably the main tuner, is Blizzard, because Brionic is just too good. Like, that's all I gotta say about him. And then next is non-Blackwing monsters. Now, I'll talk about Marshmallow in a second. It really shouldn't be in there. I went with Dark Armed. I decided not to go with Gores in my build, just because Blackwings does always want to have field presence, and if you don't, it's basically game over, even if you have a Gores or not. So I just decided not to go with them and have better stuff. And then Dark Arm Dragon is just a good card, and every card in here is dark, so except for these two, of course. All right, and then just one Effect Veiler. That can probably be a 3-of, like, if you want to. I just decided not to do that because basically the metagame at my shop. And then next is my kind of little tech. I have a tour guide and a Sangan, and the Marshmallow should be a tour guide. It's just that I can't seem to hold on to tour guides except for my Starfoil one. I wanted to hold on to that. And so Marshmallow is pretty much just a replacement because I only wanted to run 2 tour guides and a Sangan in there. And Sangan's just good because it searches for every tuner in your deck. And then Spirit Reaper, of course, that's just a staple card in Blackwings in a lot of decks. And then I do run one of Thunder King, just because he's a good card. I mean, nothing wrong with him, he's a counterspell. And then, of course, the one of Black Whirlwind. And we are moving on to spells now. Black Whirlwind is... You play with that card no matter what, if you're playing Blackwings. Then, onto some of the staples. Enemy Controller is just good because it goes good with Bora, like you can switch the monsters to defense mode and then kill them and use this effect. I meant to say Shora, but it goes good with Bora too because piercing damage is good. Then, one Monster Reborn, one book. Only plays one MST, I'll tell you why in a minute. One Dark Hole, one Heavy Storm. Those are going to be all the staple spells in there. Don't really have to explain why those are in. And then Pot of Duality is a good card, and now you can pick them up for like $7, and I actually pulled all 3 of those, so I thought, why not put in Pot of Dualities? They're good. Now moving on to traps. Mirror Force, I just like the card. Like, it's an out. Like, against wind-ups, it's just like, you need an out against them, and it works against their loop. I play one Fiendish Chain. You can run more in sideboard. I just, got that one. It's just good to have sometimes. And then, of course, the Solemns. Yeah, any deck, you make room for these 3 cards, no matter what kind of deck you're playing. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh! And you don't know that, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And then 2 Bottomless, just because they're important. They get rid of so much stuff, like, anything. I don't really have to, I'm not going to sit here and name off everything that Bottomless gets rid of. And then these Icarus Attack, this is why you don't need MSTs, because Icarus Attack is just a better MST. I mean, Starlight Road is, Starlight Road exists, and you do have to be careful. It depends on how smart your plays are. You just have to make sure you know that they don't have a Starlight Road, and you really just have to, just not be scared of the Starlight Road all the time and just know when to use it. Now let's get on to the extra deck. I do play, I'll go ahead with the Blackwing Synchros. I do play with 3 Armor Masters, just because, I mean, he's so good. He's just a really good card, and to be honest, like, if I was honest with myself, I could take out 1 Armor Master and just keep with 2 and be fine, but he's just, I just like to have him, And then I play with 2 Armed Wings, just because, he's good. He does piercing damage. Like, nice Spirit Reaper, bro. I got Armed Wing. And then Silverwind, like, that's just with Vayu, just a one of, you're fine. And then, now we're going on to the staple Synchro monsters. Stardust is just, he's just good. He's amazing. And 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Brionic. This card is too good. Broken. That card's broken. Catastor or Catastor, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Those are the main staple. I could use a Mist Worm. I just decided to not for some reason. And then Vortex or Whirlwind is just good with Blackwings. If you don't know what he does, when he's destroyed by battle, you tutor for a level 4 lower winged beast, put it into play from your deck. Then Scrap Archfiend, just because, I don't know, he's just good. I mean, like 7-star. If you don't want to go into Armor Master for some reason, you can go into him. And then now onto the XCs. Zen Mains. I mean, that's the only reason why I use the tour guide, because this deck kind of a little bit lacks control. Like, you want to use your Icarus attacks on back row. That's mainly what you want to use them on, and Zen Mains just kind of sits there sideways and says, come on, destroy me. I want you to do it. Do it. Come on. He's good. Like, he's broken. Like, let's be honest. And then just the 2 best 4-star, I think. Well, I mean, like, this Utopia could be like a Roach or a Maestroke or something. Either of these could, but if I was honest with myself, I would take out an Armor Master for a Maestroke or a Roach. Probably Scrap Archfiend too, but, I just like what I have. And then, that's the deck right there. And, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Like the video if you like the deck. And I guess I'll go ahead and do the side deck as well. And while I'm getting out my side deck, I want to mention some great guys. They're on a team called Team Misplay. I'll give a link to their channel. And they just give great tips, great videos. They tell you how to, beating the meta kind of things. And, I mean, they're just great guys. And I play with them at my shop. And I really think you should check them out especially if you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh! I know they helped me out a lot, so go check them out. And then, this is sideboard. Caius, I mean, like, he probably shouldn't be in there. Like, come on, let's be honest. He's a Monarch guy. He should be in a Monarch deck, not on a random sideboard. I just like siding him in just to remove stuff. Then I go with 1 Raikou, because Raikou's a good card. Nothing wrong with a little Raikou. 1 Gemini Imps, because at my shop, Dark Worlds is a thing. So that's in there. That's kind of also why I don't use I only use 1 Effect Veiler in the sideboard and then 1 in the main. And that card it's just not good against Dark Worlds. And then 1 more Thunder King, because Thunder King is a good card. Good card to have inside against heroes. Chagoedia, however you say his name. I don't know, he's just kind of in there. I probably never side him in. And then 2 MSTs, just because Heroes is good. Heroes is a big thing at my shop, the meta game. There's like a lot of hero decks, and they do run a lot of back row, so you want to have MSTs. Then Magic Cylinder. This card actually comes in against dragons. I think that's it, because like 4 out of 20 people at my shop, or even more, play Chaos Dragons, and it's just like, I mean, Magic Cylinder, hey, nice 5-headed dragon guy, take 5,000. Don't ever play that deck, you jerk. Chaos Dragons just isn't fun, but that's a rant for another day. Torrential Tribute is just good against, like, it's good against wind-ups, just to get out of that loop, you know what I'm saying? Just wipe the board. It's just a good card. Magic Drain, that comes in against heroes again, like, because they just play spells over and over, and it's just nice to get at least one of them out of their hand. There's a Mirror of Oaths, that comes in against Dino Rabbits. And then Crevice, that can go in against almost any deck. Like, it can go in against heroes, remove their aliases. It can go in against dragons, remove anything they put in their graveyard. And it's good in Insectors as well. Just get those equipment guys out of there. Alright, and so that has been my Blackwing deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought. And I hope you guys enjoyed. You have a good day.